What's going on, y'all? Upper Echelon Capital. Look, I'm just making a video today just about public records, all right? When y'all want to get business funding, your public records is very, very important. So a public record with a business essentially is you can go online if a lender wants to approve you for like a business credit card or a business line of credit. They can go online and then they can find public information about your business. It's that simple. Like what you guys' address is, your business phone number, your business email, stuff like that, all right? When a lender can easily find a business online, you'll have an online presence, it's easier to get funded, especially when you have a newer LLC, because now they know, okay, well, this business is legit. We see a website, we see a phone number, we see that they do exactly what they say they're gonna do, we see that they're in this industry, and when all of that information matches the data points you put on the business application, it's easier to get funded for high limits because they know that you're not going anywhere, you're not a flight risk. So it's easier to get funded when your business has sufficient public records, which all that means at the end of the day is you guys have an online presence. So I'm gonna go over how you can add public records to your business for absolutely free. So this is what you're gonna do. One of the first ways you can add public records to your business for free is by going to a website called listyourself.net. Now, I know a lot of people talk about list yourself for stuff like personal credit and to, get listings for, credit profiles and stuff like that. But you can do it for a business as well. So you can go to listyourself.net. You're going to input your business name, business phone number, business address. From there, the good thing about List Yourself is that it is the type of website it is. It's called a 411 directory. So I want y'all to take note of that. You want to get your business in as many 411 directories as possible. A 411 directory basically is the type of website that's going to provide public records online about people, individuals, businesses, or any type of places or entities that you want to be listed online. And the good news is that with List Yourself, you'll be able to share that information. Listyourself.net, once you submit your information, it's going to populate you in the other 411 directories. It's going to share your business, your company information with other 411 directories that are online. So now your business information will be multiplied across the web. And there's going to be multiple websites where a lender can find your business name, your phone number, your address. That information will pop up now a lot more online. So with listyourself.net, I know it takes anywhere between 24 to 72 hours before that information starts populating online, but that is a relatively quick way you can get public records for your business. Another way is that you can go ahead and you can go on Dun & Bradstreet. Dun & Bradstreet, you'll be able to go ahead and get your DUNS number, all right? When you have a new LLC, especially for you guys that have new LLCs and are trying to get funding, right? You want to go ahead and get you a DUNS number. Dun & Bradstreet is basically a directory of businesses as well, all right? It's almost the same thing. Basically a website where you can go, you can monitor your business credit. If you have business trade lines that you open up, we'll talk about business trade lines in another video. You'll be able to put your company information in there, all right? Stuff like that. And it's free to go ahead and get started with Dun & Bradstreet, so you might as well. Another website similar to Dun & Bradstreet is going to be NAV, all right? NAV is another website. You can go ahead and register your business, put in your information, it will identify your business. You can track your business credit there. They have business credit builders on NAV as well to help you build your business credit if you want to do that. And now we're going to talk about some other websites that y'all probably wouldn't even think of, but it's right under your nose, all right? So I want to talk about Google My Business. A lot of y'all, you can go on Google My Business, and the good news about that is that it'll put your business on Google. So you can go on Google and it's going to show your business name, your address. It's going to put you on Google Maps. And a lot of lenders obviously use Google. It's the biggest search engine that there is in the world. So that's a good way for lenders to be able to see. They can search you on Google. They're going to see your address there. They're going to see the Google Maps where your business address is. That's easy money right there, all right? And it's free to go ahead and get started with that. Yelp is another free website. They have paid plans, but you can get free access to go ahead and make yourself a business profile on Yelp. You can upload your logo, your address, your hours, all of that information. All right, you can put it on there where you can accept consultations or whatever the case might be. The more stuff y'all add on these websites, all right, the more information that you have readily available is the better, all right? When you can optimize it so when people can see it's very, very legit. So please set it up properly and fill out as much information as you possibly can on these websites. So other than Yelp, You can go ahead and get your business listed on Bing, all right? If you have a Bing profile, you can set up Bing, get your business listed in Bing search as well. Bing is still a very used search engine in other parts of the world, not namely North America, but it's like the second or third largest behind Google. Oh yeah, Apple Maps too. So you want to go on Apple, right? With your Apple account, you can go ahead and register your business in Apple Maps as well. All right. So there you'll be able to list your business name, phone number, your address. If you have an email for consultations or for clients that got inquiries, all that type of information. So the more you can fill out, the better, y'all. So you want to make sure that your business is listed in these different directories, all right? Because it's a lot easier for lenders to go ahead and pull up. When you apply for business credit, that's one of the first things that lenders are going to do. They're going to search your business name in the Secretary of State. So they're going to make sure that your business is actually registered in the state that you said it was on the application. And then from there, they're going to see if they can find you locally in the state that you say that y'all do business in, all right? So if it's easy for them to see that, okay, y'all do business in the state, we can see your website, we can see your phone number, we can see how I can reach y'all, you know, it's going to make it so much easier to get high limit approvals because they see you as less of a risk, all right? So what lenders you typically use the term is called flight risk. So a flight risk on an application is when underwriters look at your application and they don't see enough relevant business information about the business you do or conduct. So when they look at it and they don't see enough relevant information, they're going to think, well, this business is here, they could be gone tomorrow, all right? We don't really know enough of what they do, so how are we going to lend them this money? They could just run off on us. So when the lender views you as a flight risk, because you don't have enough public records, it's going to be hard for you to get approved, number one. And if you do get approved, you're going to get approved for lower limits because the lender is going to look at you as more of a risk, unfortunately. So that's how this process works. So with that being said, that's where you can go ahead and list your business and get public records. I want y'all to sign up for NAV, sign up for Dun & Bradstreet, Google My Business, so you can get your business listed in Google. You're going to go on listyourself.net, you're going to go on Yelp, and you're going to go on Apple Maps. Right? So those are 7 places that you can go ahead and list your business so your business is going to be findable online. Remember, findable equals fundable. All right? They can find you, they can fund you. All right? Even if you got a new LLC. Right? So that's very, very important. All right, y'all. So with that being said, look, if you know that you're looking to get access to anywhere between 50 to 100,000 in business funding, even if you got a new LLC, all right, I just want y'all to go ahead and reach out to us using the contact information below. Our team will go ahead and reach out, review your credit report, all right, to make sure that you're eligible. And then from there, we'll go ahead into the next steps and get you funded, all right? Clients are seeing results within as little as 7 to 10 business days working with us when it comes to business funding, all right? So with that being said, we got so much other stuff available. If you're looking to fix your credit, you need to fix your banking history, you need to get business funding or personal funding, all right? You'll go ahead and reach out to us using the contact information that's below this video. All right, guys, I appreciate everybody tapping into this YouTube. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell because this type of information is information that people are dying to see on the internet, all right? There's not a lot of people that talk about the real funding process and real things that you need to get done to go ahead and get funded the amount that you're looking for. All right. So with that being said, everybody like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Okay. One-on-one calls and slots with me are available. Mentorship is available if you are looking for that as well. So go ahead and reach out to our team using the contact information below and we'll get you set up with whatever that you need. All right, guys. I appreciate everybody tapping into this video. Y'all have a good day. Peace out.